Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Ropin Ranch channel. I'm Red Lilac 78, or as most of you guys know me is Red. I am the creator of ropinranch.com, which is an online web game where you can breed and train horses, goats, cattle, and poultry. And soon we will be adding multiple different species into the game, and we would love to see you there. On top of that, I love doing streams here where I play Sims, Minecraft, Star Stable, and lots of others. So thank you again for visiting my channel, and let's jump into the video for the day. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to this video in which I am showing you guys a few of these cool web games. We've got 3 different web games that we are going over. And if you have already, obviously you've watched the first part of the video, unless you're one of those people that skip to the very middle of the video. But this is the second game. So this is Lioden. And I've had to spend a lot more days on Lioden before I could start this video. So I've actually, this is like 4 or 5 days after the Lepra Day, because of the fact that it takes a lot longer to get into this one. And this one's a lot more complicated, to be honest. You start out with 1 lion. You make your first lion. It is a male. And every single day when you come back to the game, you have to do a rollover. So in Ropin Ranch, every night at midnight is rollover time and all accounts rollover. But in Lioden, and same with Wolvden, they will actually roll over when you come to the page and you press "Let's go!" So at this point, my rollover is occurring and we are moving on from our spot. From here, you almost always will have a little thing to tell you information about what happened on your rollover. So you'll have a daily rollover summary, and then it'll tell you things like, hey, Red Riding Hood, Bordered in Red, and Frosted Flake are going to leave your pride soon because they're getting hungry. So the first thing that I always have found that I do, because I've been told there's a chat. So if you come over here, there is a chat room. It is pretty active. I'm noticing a lot of people are constantly talking in here. You'll notice a lot is like less than a minute, you know, within the minute timeline. But I've talked with a few people here and I've heard that if rollover occurs and you have not fed your animals, you will get into a situation in which you're really, really hungry. So you can come here to your horde, you can select food, and then I normally start at the bottom and I will literally just start feeding everybody and making sure that everybody is fed, and that way I'm using up my food. I do think that it's kind of hard or annoying here that I have to go back and then kind of reselect food again and do this. But it is what it is, I guess. So just reselecting, going back over, and you can see like expires at certain times. I don't know if it orders it in a certain direction or a certain order already, like from the start, but I always start from the bottom and just move my way through, just to make sure that all of my wolves, or not wolves, these are lions, all of my lions are fed. And right now I have a lot of lions. So when it says no eligible lions, you are done. So welcome now to the page. When you come here, I have a lovely little description about me. You have the ability where people can post on your page. And then here we've got your main lion. So this is Simba of the Valley, of course. Then it has some information about your profile. So I have this little newbie icon. And then you can select this, which this took me a while to actually figure out how do I give myself a profile picture? How do I select that? So actually you come down here to account settings. Nope, no you don't. Edit details, pre-made tags, and you can select yourself a little profile picture. So I got that set. I got my description set, made myself look nice. And then when you come down here, you've got unsorted, pregnant, overview, and your caves. So when you start out, you're going to have a cave. It's going to walk you through the ability to make yourself your first cave. And once you have your cave, you have your cave. These are for beetles. I don't really know why I have beetles. I don't really want the beetles, but I've been told they aren't really part of the gameplay and I don't really need them. So you can actually, I think, either release them to the wild or just get rid of them. And then you don't have to do anything about them because they're there and nobody wants them. And I think I'm actually just going to destroy this mound so that I stop getting the damn beetles because I don't want the beetles. So, moving forward. You come into your cave. And your cave is going to organize it in this way. So these are cubs, these are adults, and here, I guess, is my males. Where if you go to Pride Overview, it shows them all in one section. So I've been actually appreciating going into the specific caves and seeing what's going on. Before I get into showing you my lions, this is very important. So, male slots. What does this mean? You're going to start out with 0. So when you don't have a male slot, that means that all male lions that grow up will run away. When you're ready for getting like a new, main lion, then you would have to have a male slot. So you'll hit this plus button. And it'll cost you silver beetles. Your silver beetles are located in the top. Your gold beetles are located in this top. Gold beetles, like you guys would expect, are going to be where you have to pay for them. And is going to be here in the Oasis where you can order like different special things. I did purchase the extra cub stages, which was 10 gold beetles, which ended up being, I think, like $10. Yeah, $10-ish, because I wanted to have the extra cub stages, but you obviously don't have to have them, but you're going to notice them throughout my video here. Your cubs is based off of how much territory you have. So right now I have 13 as in my territory. So 65 is my cub spaces. And that means that 13 is how many lionesses I can have. Right now I have 10. So 10 of them are lionesses, 11 of them are cubs, and 1 of them is a male, not including Simba. Simba himself is level 5, and these are his stats. And frozen slots are your immortals. Cave slots are obviously your caves. Beetle slots are obviously your beetles. And your branch is where you can sell things. So just, if you don't need to sell things, don't even look at that. Subordinate males is going to be your males that are in your like herd or in your whatever in your pride, thank you. In your pride that are not your main male. They'll only stick around if you have male slots. So, that being said, this is my subordinate male. I actually received him as a gift from someone. And so he is very cool. Look at him. I love him. And all of them have these different things. So main color, mutation, main type, eyes, genetics, and then you have different slots for different things. So like his stripes are a slot. Some of that's all slots. So, that being said, that's him. He is an evil male, apparently. I don't even know. But he's going to be my next main lion when Simba passes away. Then we get to our females. Now, I actually bred a good amount of lions last night. The way that lions work for breeding is you have to come back in 3 days, and then they will be expecting babies. So, I will show you first. I've got this one right here, which I just bought. She's very beautiful. I love her. She has a piebald mutation, which I really, really wanted to get into piebald looks. And she came with a baby. And so her little cub is this guy right here. Now, if you want to see what a lion looks like as an adult, you can come down here. You're going to click Import to Wardrobe. It's going to bring it into this. This is where you can kind of change all of the attributes in case you want to view what those attributes would look like. And you're going to change cub age or whatever to adult. So this is her baby. He's most likely, I'm just going to send him off. I'm not going to need him. And so I'm most likely going to, I believe the term is chase them away. So going back to my den again, there's a lot of clicks. I feel like that's one of my biggest issues with this one is there's so many clicks back and forth. Then we've got all of my females here. So like I said, if they're males, you're going to run them off. So you're going to have a herd of a lot of females. You can have different roles for your lions. I have 4 hunters. So we'll go over my hunters first, which is Jay, Nala, Lilac, and River. They are my starters. I found them in the wild. They're kind of very just kind of not really anything special. And so I kind of plan that they will be chased off eventually and replaced with other lions later on because they're not cool looking. This is their heat. So over here, River's going to go into heat in 2 days. Lilac has 2 days. Jay has 2 days. And then this one has 7 days. This one right here is the first one I bred. She's on a breeding cooldown. And the breeding cooldowns are actually kind of a butt cheek. So 14 days for me to breed her again. So that being said, she's also my first lion, and she just recently had little baby Ronald McDonald, which was named by one of my staff members. So Ronald McDonald is going to look like this. He's also going to get run away because I don't really want him either. And so then we're going to move into our brood mothers. We've got Sarabi and Maternal Slumber. Sarabi is just a basic. Again, I found her, but she is pregnant, so she got the nipples. And then I've got Maternal Slumber, which is another one that I found, but I really needed another brood mother because they can only hold up to 5 cubs. So she is taking care of 2, and I believe Sarabi is taking care of 5 because we have so many babies. Then we're going to go into my pregnant ones, which I found and I bought. So Frosted Flake. Actually, Frosted Flake came, I bought her, but she came with another lion and I wanted the other lion more. But I figured she's in heat, might as well, so I bred her. Then we've got this girl. This is bordered in red. And I bred her. She's due in now 2 days. And Interstellar Mew. And look at this girl. She is so pretty. Look at that. Oh, I'm so excited for her babies. Although I'm breeding her to someone that's very basic. So I don't know if any of her babies would actually come out with these markings. We'll have to see. I have no idea. Who knows? It might come out normal. So now we'll move to the babies. I've got a good amount of babies all over the place. So here is Aurora Sunset. I'm going to most likely keep her. This is Dusted Storm. Don't know if I'm going to keep her. Divine Alchemy. I really like her. This is Trickled Stardust. This is a male. He will most likely be run off. I haven't figured out how any of that works yet. I might actually sell him. I'm sure that selling a lion actually gains you more money. We might look into that. We've got Ash and Anger. He's really cute. And then we've got this one. This is Pink Flamingo. She's really cute when she gets older. pink flamingo. Then we've got pebbled blue moon. Also very cute when she gets older. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful girl. And then we've got spotted grace. Look at that beauty. And then we've got Ronald McDonald. And then we've got sapphire shadows. She's just kind of very light on some of these mutations, or whatever these are. Markings is what those are called. So now I do want to show you these mutations are what I've noticed a lot of people talking about the most. So I've seen a lot of people talking about the MNGWA. That's this. This is a pose mutation that you have to breed for. You can also breed for like shaggy, silky mane, you know, the mane fluffy. You can breed for the bobbed tail. That's the nesting pose. But you've got like the jolly pose, the good pose, the evil pose. You've got the Jaglion, which is, I guess, a jaguar and a lion. The Leopon, which is a leopard and a lion. You've got the Tiglion, which is the tiger and the lion. And a lot of these, primal is another big one I see people talking about. This is another primal and another primal. Okay, sorry for the quick little end there. Tony came home and we made some food and I did some more packing, and I knew that if I was recording while Tony was in the room, it was going to turn into a lot of him harassing me the entire time that I was recording. So, as I was saying, we've got all different primal poses, which I think are really, really cool. I haven't decided, though, what I would like to focus on myself. Right now, I think that it's just gonna be default for me for a little bit until I figure out what I want to do. So, now that we've gone through all of my lions, let me show you a little bit about the game. So, the easiest thing that I have noticed, this game is a lot. It's very, very heavy when it comes to text base and not really giving you a good instruction on what you're doing. So the first thing I noticed is, like, if you go, this is the crossroads. There's all different things. You've obviously got leaderboards. You've got adventuring, which I haven't even tried adventuring yet because it's something that you can't do yet. We've got search, clans, beetle grounds, which I don't care about because I don't even want, or wait, that's beetle grounds. This is branch sales. Guerrilla Enclave, which this comes in later on, I believe. I have a feeling that this is very similar to the Wolveden one, which is where you can, like, donate cubs. You can take a cub quest. If you're not happy with the quest, wait or cost silver beetles. But then you'll get monkey teeth for giving him baby lions. And then you can get things. Which, I don't know. I don't know if I care about any of that yet. Then we've got the quests and snakes, which you're going to want to stick around here. As you get quests, you will get more silver beetles as you continue moving through. This is going to be like, hey, where do you want your title displayed? Locking your title, your karma, battle quests, lioness quests. It's just, I don't know. I'm not really focusing in there right now. You've got the raffle lioness. This is where they post one, I believe, every week. It might be I think it's every week. You costs 50 beetles and you might win. I don't think I want to do that either. We've got monkey business. This is where you can sell things to the monkey and get silver beetles. So a lot of the things that I'm finding while I'm, like, hunting, I've sometimes given to the monkey. You've got the personality snake, which I believe just changes the personality on your lion. You've got cub training, which when you have cubs, I would recommend doing this. It's just easy. You come in here and I just kind of click through until I have no cubs left. And I've just trained all my cubs for the day. You've got mini games, which some of these mini games will give you things. So for example, if I come into the cups, you know, I didn't win anything. But I'm pretty sure that that just costed me 5. So play it as you wish. There's beetle battles, which again has to do with the beetles. The giving tree, which I like to come to every day. You can go and select a thing, what you want to lure a cub with, and you're tempting a female cub. And I hit go. And now we have a new baby cub in our thing. And you can do that once a day. So let's see what she even looks like. Ooh. Okay, okay. So she's not looking bad, but you'll notice she goes into my unsorted here. So we've got to first move her into the cave. Second, when we go back into the cave, she's not protected. So we're going to have to go to our brood mother, which maternal slumber has some slots left. We're going to add the cub in. And then I'm going to name her... what do I want to name her? Unicorn Legion. I don't know. I looked at the unicorn on my desk. So we've got that. And then we've got, I noticed, a unhappy lion here, which you can play with, like, some of the stuff that's around in the area. You can play with them, things that you find. Back in Crossroads again, we've got the main ones down here. So hunting. Every day, your hunting parties can go on hunts. Right now, I've got 4 lionesses in my hunting party, so I select 4 locations, start the hunt. 30 minutes, I come back with a bunch of food. That's good. That's very good. So I literally will just do that. Territory, this is where I live, and then these are my neighbors. So it'll go to, like, their den where I can see them. But I learned the hard way that they don't always put easy people near you to fight. So do not go to that. I'll show you something else. Patrolling is going to be for your subordinate males. So I'm going to have him bring an adolescent male, and the subordinate male is going to go. And literally, you just send them off, and I think it's 10 squares. And you just... I don't know if selecting the brush does more than not selecting the brush. But then you hit patrol, and then they go off. And there they go. Exploring. So this is kind of similar to the bunny game, but it's a lot more complicated. So, to start with, you've got the map, and you've got different zones. These red highlighted zones I cannot access yet. These have to do with my personal level, I believe. I don't know if this is my personal level, or if this is my lion's level. But, right here, I've been going in the shrubland lately. This is your energy, this is your hunger, this is your experience, and this is your impressions, or impressiveness. So in the sense of, like, a lion comes up and you're like, roar, I'm a lion. Someone's totally gonna clip that, damn it. It would be in the sense of, like, how impressive are you? You big bad, or, like, you sad. You not impressive. That's, I guess, the vibes I'm getting so far from it. Hold on. Toast! No! Get out of the boxes! Sorry, Toast is trying to climb into boxes. So, we explore. A lot of it is just basic. Then we find lone lionesses. We can go to claim her, but most of the time they're going to be just bare lions like this. But for this thing, I'm going to show you. Look at their head. You come down here, neutral. Now, I actually went online and I did Lioden, lioness claiming guide, and there was this Reddit thing right here. And so neutral, purr, puff, shake, and rub. Purr. Well, that's embarrassing. But purr, puff, shake, and rub. And I won. And now I've got her. Now that doesn't always work, but for a little while you can use this little guide that I found, and it does what it needs to do. So I now think I'm gonna chase her away, because when you first find a lion, it's going to be, I believe it's 8 days. Yep, 8 days for them to go into heat. I don't need this lion. I don't want this lion. She doesn't need to be here. So I think I'm going to get rid of her, which is going to lead me to the trading center. I'm going to create, and I am going to say newly claimed lioness is what NCL is, by the way. And I am going to trade her for 1 steel beetle. And I'm going to go find her now. What was her name? Oh, no, she's going to be in the other cave. She's going to be in... What? What is this? Oh, no, I don't want to be at home. She's going to be named newly claimed lioness. New... Oh, it only shows me in my cave. Okay. So hold on, let me update her. Put her in the cave. Sell NCL. Update. Like that. And so I'm now gonna refresh this real quick and sell or NCL. Oh! I'm smart. Okay, hold on, pause. So when you get a new animal like that, lions on a cooldown cannot be traded, transferred, or chased off until 12:53. So an hour from me catching her. So I cannot trade her. But remember, I did mention that I had some boys that I didn't think I wanted. I don't know what Toast is doing. Toast! What are you doing? Oh my gosh. 2 seconds. So sorry. Toast decided that he was going to start throwing stuff for no reason. So, Ronald McDonald here, I didn't think I wanted to keep. So I might do him. Let's do him just so I can show you how this works. So we're going to go back to Crossroads, Trading Center. And we're going to go to Create. And this is going to be named, Cub. Cub male is, I think, what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it for 5 beetles. And I'm going to do Ronald McDonald. Okay. Public. So this is if you wanted them to give you... like you were giving someone something. So let's say I was giving 5 steel beetles for 1 gold beetle. Or something in that sense. Or 5 to 1. Or 1 to 5. Or something in that case. This is what you're wanting. So I want 5. Create trade. Wait, what? Oh, public. Sorry. Created the trade. So, I'm now giving Ronald McDonald away for trade. For 5 beetles. Easy. Easy enough, right? And he is now in a trade offer. Okay. We're going to go back to exploring here. Exploring, snatch, shiny rock. Dig. I get food. Attack. Now I'm in an attack. Now, I do not have a health bar here. I have an energy, but no health bar. So if this gets down to 0, you're okay. Don't worry, you're not gonna die. But I also have lucky feet. I don't necessarily want to use a lucky foot right now, but this is kind of fun. So you can obviously flee. This is almost always there. Roaring is gonna scare them. Resting means you're gonna regenerate some health. The best thing that I like to do is pounce. When you pounce, it changes. Now you can either pound, which does a lot, and now it's stumbled in confusion. I can grab them again and pound and grab them again and pound, and I won. I won against the stork. Yeah. And I also got 9 beetles. So things like that. Back to this, we can claim a lioness. She's kind of cute. And so we're going to try again. And I guess I can start doing this for getting some of the sales going on for the NCLs or whatever. So she is neutral. So purr, puff, shake, and rub. And see, that time I didn't win. So you just return. You didn't get her. Rummage. Roar. Get rid. Let's try this again. Oh, she is a kind. What did... History... Same thing. Purr. Puff. Shake. And rub. And so I won her. So I'm going to name her Sell and Seal. Ta-da! And we're going to go back to exploring. Ooh, another lion. Now, she's pretty. Purr. Puff. Shake. And rub. Now, these twin spurs, I've actually heard that they're actually kind of rare. So I'm going to want to keep her. Actually. I'm going to name her Twinnin' and Winnin'. She's going to be a hunter. And I'm going to move her into my cave. And I think I'm also going to go ahead and move this one out of the cave since I'm planning on not using her. Now, I'm hoping I can eventually get a secondary cave and move forward with that, but I do need to have some large rocks, beetles, things like that, and I don't have any of that yet. But I bet I can go here and I can go for large leaves, search, and people are selling them. And so maximum price, let's say like 15. No one has it. Let's try for like 50. No one has it. 95. So here we've got 1 large leaf for 95. So technically I'm good. I don't need to get that yet. Let's keep going. Chase. Right now they're doing a bunny event, so there's a lot of like bunnies going on. Here's a fight, so we're gonna grab, pound, 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 and we lost. That's okay. We're gonna just return. Just go through. I typically literally just will click through all of this. Pounce, grab, pound, 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 pound. Grab again, pound, pound, pound. And the more that you do well, the more you get. Eat it, attack, grab. I'm gonna use a lucky foot on this. I lost energy, but I gained stuff, so yay. Chase, chase, smash, chase, attack. I'm going to use another lucky foot, and I'm out of energy. Now, you can use this view cooldowns here, and it'll tell you more things. So, like right now, it's wet season. Wet season means that you're going to find more things. It's currently day. It changes in 3 days. This changes in 57 minutes. Hunting ground. So my hunt that I sent out at the beginning there, it'll be done in 16 minutes. The sub mail patrol that I did earlier will be ready in 47 minutes. Questing. The next one available is in 0 days, so I don't have anything like pending. The Gorilla Enclave, where I can get, do the little cubs or whatever, I could do it now. Retiring my king is in 20 weeks. I believe that is until my lion right here, until Simba is aged up. And so I kind of have been curious about this. You can choose to retire your lion early for a price. You will start again from scratch, but your current lion will be stored in your dynasty. If you choose an heir, the heir's mutation is used no matter whose appearance you pick. If the heir has no mutation, your new king will not have a mutation. If you do not have an heir, choose to reroll. I want to choose an heir, and I am going to use dirt over wisdom. He is the next guy. And I can either choose the appearance or I can choose the appearance of my heir. I'm going to choose the appearance of the heir. And I am going to rename this to be Dirt over Wisdom. This name must be unique. You can't have the same, yada, 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 yada. I am going to be using... Your lion is not old enough to retire. If you choose to retire, it's 10 gold beetles. So, I could do this for 10 gold beetles. I don't have 10 gold beetles. So therefore, I can't do this. But just to kind of give you an idea, that's what you can do if you wanted to do that. We can't do that. And then this is the other one I'm going to show you. So, whew, so much stuff in this game. If you want to increase your territory, you can either pay for it, and as you increase, this is going to increase money, or you can attack other people. So the easiest way that I have found is you go to search. You look at your level. I'm level 5. 5 minus 2, it's always going to be 2, is 3, at least level 3. Main mail, search. It's going to give you a list. Then you're going to select stats descending. Sorry, no, stats ascending. So that the top of the list is level 3. You're going to click on the owner, not the lion. I normally open multiple pages because it's not always the first one that you find. So we're going to go through here. So now we're on other people's pages. Scroll all the way down to where it says attack this lion. Do a drop down. I don't see anything here that says territory, so close it. Scroll down. No. Scroll down. No. Scroll down. This lion has already been attacked. No. Scroll down. No. Scroll down. Already been attacked. Scroll down. No. Scroll down. Already been attacked. Scroll down. Already been attacked. Scroll down. Already been attacked. Territory. Attack. Oh gosh, I don't have the energy. Okay, hold on. Pause, pause, pause. Can I give him some energy? I put this item there. That's... Oh, wait! That's a decor on his head? I don't even like that decor on his head. How do I get rid of that? I wondered how he got that. I was like, where did that come from? Equipped decorations. Remove. Okay, see? That's what Simba was supposed to look like. I didn't even know he had something on his head. I thought that he got, like, old or something. Okay, so that's Simba. Look at Simba. He doesn't have any energy, so give me a second. I'll be back in, like, 10 minutes when he gains some energy. Okay, we are back real quick. So as I have refreshed, I already have 20% energy, but my lions have also come back from their hunt. So here's my hunt results, and then I just typically send them right back out again. We're back on this page. Scroll down, hit territory, hit attack. You have 1 + 1 territory space. So now my territory space has gone up and I can fit more lions. So you can do that once every hour. So that has been how I've kind of been going through that. And then the last thing I want to show you guys on this specific part, because I'm going to come back and show you a second part of this video once my babies are born and my pregnant lions are born. But something else I want to show real quick is when you go to the crossroads and you go to like this trading center. I was looking earlier where I was doing lions. I was looking at the maximum was like 15 as far as like the price of a lion. And then, you know, you can see all of the different pricings and there's multiple different pages. So then I can change it to like in heat, which if it's in heat, I can immediately get it and breed it. The other option I could do is make it be a cub. So I want it to be, I think this would be cub, just to double check. You click on here, and this one is going to be 1 year, 1 month. So you can definitely do, let me close some of these windows up here out. Or you could do, I think this can be 0 to 12. And see, like now we've got female babies. And you can go into this and see what they're gonna look like as an adult. Do an adult, see what they're gonna look like, see if you want them. But a lot of these, as you're going through, you might actually find that you want one. They're only like, you know, 10 or, you know, yada yada yada. And you can find some fun little babies that are within the little group. And maybe get yourself some good lions. And when they're cubs, you can get them and they'll join, you know, your group as long as you have a brood mother to take care of them and to find them. But then later on down the road, you have time to go and increase your territory so that you can get those lions in when they grow up. So she's kind of cute. I just kind of like looking through, seeing if there's anything I can add to mine. She kind of looks like she's gonna be cool. Oh, she's kind of cute. But, oh, and that one's really cute. Tony, I'm talking about lions. Don't excuse me. I'm talking about lions. I actually think I'm gonna get this one. So, 10 beetles. I got her. What else do we got? That one. Oh, she looks like she's gonna be cute. And so, like, right now, my idea is that I'm gonna be removing some of those other lions from my flock. Ooh. I bet she's gonna be really cute. Oh, look at her. Yeah, she's coming into my herd for 10. So this has just kind of been my little way of hunting and finding different lions that I feel like I want to find. Why did you come over here to grunt and moan?
So I can have a table to sit down.
I want to see, like, that's a male, so we don't want him.
What?
Because I can only have one male lion in my herd.
It's a little sexist.
No, because male lions run off other male lions. So you have normally one male and a bunch of females. Like, that's literally how lions work, Tony. Look at him.
Are you a lion?
I am a lion. This is Simba, my lion. But that's just kind of what I wanted to show you guys, and we'll be back in a couple of days when it is ready for my babies to have babies, and I will show you the next part of this. Okay, welcome back to Lioden. So we have just started out in our morning. We came back, we did our rollover. I'm gonna go ahead and send my lions out for their hunt, and I now have a good amount of hunting parties, actually. And I'm gonna make sure that I get everybody fed, first of all. And I have also, I think, gotten some more lions since my last recording. So let's see what we've got. Let me go ahead and get everybody fed. I've been doing so much hunting. I actually was able to sell some food in the trading center for like 300 of the silver beetles. I did 10 uses for 300, and I sold through that and was able to get another lion that I wanted. And so now we're full, everybody's full, and so let's go see. We have 2 lions that may leave soon because of starvation or low mood, which we just fed everybody, so it shouldn't be that. I do have a cub in here that's going to be sold. I don't want him. I only have 1 pregnant lion left. This is Spitting Heat. And then let's go to our cave. So we got a lot going on here. We got some lions in heat today. We've got some lions with sad moods. We've got lions unprotected. We've got so much going on. So we're gonna start top to bottom. I'm very much the kind of person to open up different windows. He's in a sad mood. We're gonna go ahead and get him all the way up to 100%. She's pregnant. Nurse brood mother. Okay, we've got Sarabi and her 3 female cubs. Oh my goodness. Look at that. So I wonder how they do this. Like, is this literally one of them, or do they just show 3 cubs on it? I think they just show 3 cubs. So it looks like all 3 of our females here are just basic babies, which we expected with Simba and Nala being, or Sarabi being the mother. But we just got basic cubs here. These are unprotected, and Sarabi is a brood mother herself, so I'm just gonna think what I'm gonna do is do oh, this is Sarabi. I don't want to change her name. I want to do Sarabi Cub 1. Sarabi Cub 2. Sarabi Cub 3. Like that. Okay. And that way, when we come to her here, we can make sure to select her cubs that she's protecting. Okay, so she's protecting her own cubs now, and Sapphire. Oh, apparently I have no idea how to spell shadows. Gosh. Okay. Refresh. They're happy. Then we've got Jay. Jay is in heat. We're going to go ahead and play, and breed. Yesterday I had one that went 14 times without breeding, and it was absolutely insane. We're gonna close that, refresh that. She's pregnant, and she's gonna need a nest. Nala is on a breeding cooldown, and her cub has gone away, and I think we're gonna go ahead and sell her now, since her cub has moved. And move her out. Then we've got Lilac. I named all of these, by the way, after my staff team on Ropin Ranch, and it was a hilarious day, actually. And then we're gonna go ahead and start attempting the breeding. Okay, Lilac is pregnant. Refresh, she has no nest. We've got Frosted Flake, who has a cub right now. So she just had... So this is Frosted Flake. She had one cub, which is a basic cub. We're gonna name it after that, like that. It is going to need to be taken care of. And so I'm gonna come back to Sarabi. And I'm gonna select that one. Sarabi is now full. Yeah, she's completely full. Cannot take care of any more cubs. Okay. Now we've got Twinnin and Winnin. She's got to level up. She's not in heat. Then we've got Bordered in Red, which is one of the ones I bought. Look at her. She's so pretty. I love her pose. I don't think that these poses are genetic, but we've got two little babies. I'm gonna see if I can see what they look like as adults, because I do think that they're gonna look a little different. So, ooh. Okay, okay. And just normal. Okay. So this first one, who's a female, I'm gonna call her White Chocolate. We'll plan on keeping her. And then this one here, we're gonna call... Who was her mother again? Bordered in Red. Like that. Okay. Now they need to be protected. Sarabi is full. Maternal Slumber is our next one. Because I don't think Bordered in Red can care for them. It's kind of the idea that if you're a hunter, you only can hunt. And you can't do anything else. And she's full. We're going to have to figure that out then. We'll deal with that later. So then we've got River. Here's River. She's ready to breed. That worked immediately. Amazing. She's pregnant, does not have a nest. And then we have Interstellar Mew. Look at her. So we know she's gonna be beautiful. Hopefully. Look at these guys. Were they girls? Were they girls? They are girls. Oh my gosh, we literally had all girls. Okay, okay. So let's see what these guys look like. Very light colored. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. I am willing to keep both of them. This one I'm gonna call White Stardust. Or I'm gonna call her, actually... Trickled. Since we already have white something. And this one I'm gonna call... Ooh, what do I want to say? We're gonna do... Dainty Stripes. Okay. 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 So we're slowly moving down our list. Okay, and then we've got some that are getting close to being adults. Got Divine Alchemy, who's getting a little agitated over here. She needs to be played with. We have and Dusted Storm. Then we've got Storm Secret. Actually, so this one, one of my moderators just gifted me yesterday. Look at her. So beautiful. We love her. Oh, nope. Wrong one. And then we've also got... Pastel Plum. I don't know if I showed any of these, so we're just gonna pop through them real quick so that you can see them. We've got Pastel Plum, Stargazing Love Life, Darkest Desires, Spotted Grace, Sapphire Shadows, Pastel Plum, Unicorn Legion, Storm Secret, Pebbled Blue Moon, Pink Flamingo, Divine Alchemy, Dusted Storm, and Aurora Sunset. So, I think what I want to do now is we're going to move all of the lions that I do plan on getting rid of out of this cave, which will move their babies as well. So I'm going to put them in no cave. No cave. No cave. And no cave. Okay, that's going to make us a little bit more organized here. And my idea is, so let's go back to Den. And let's go back to the 9 unsorted. So Jay, Lilac, Nala, River, and Sarabi, I believe, are my current hunters. I'm going to turn them into brood mothers. Oh, okay. They're currently hunting, so I have to wait. When they come back from the hunt that they are on, I'm going to turn them into brood mothers. Get the rest of the herd onto them for the rest of the babies. And then in cave 1, I'll start making these guys my hunting group. And they will start hunting. Now, these are babies, right? Yep, babies. Baby. 2 babies. Okay. And the way that this needs to work is I have 17 slots for girls, right? And then one for boys. Sorry, thinking through this. 17, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more than what I need. And so I can Actually, 6, 5. These 2 are going to go away. I'm going to sell those. So I need to just increase my thing by 3. So we can go back and start doing some of the attacking. Whoops. Nope, that one's going to be a big one. We got to sort by... Yeah, there we go. I've started moving in the middle here because I feel like these guys are the ones that are never being attacked. See, I go to it immediately. I won. So, I'll just start having to do that throughout the day, which is actually pretty easy while I'm sitting here doing nothing. But I can do that throughout the day, start increasing my slots so that all of this works out. And we'll start moving everything over. But I think that this is a good kind of start for my first little herd here on Lioden. And I really, really am happy with it. I think that I am doing a good job, and I have some lions that I'm very proud of and that I really, really like. And so I will maybe do another video like when I get farther onto the game. But I hope you guys liked my tutorial, my kind of run through on it, and I hope you guys have a lovely day. Bye!